This textured stitch pattern that resembles beautiful rice terraces is very easy to knit. We cast on an even number of stitches and we use 2 of these stitches as selvages. In the first row of the pattern repeat, knit the first selvage through the back loop, that's the Silesian selvage method, and then we knit 1 stitch, make a yarn over, and slip 1 stitch purlwise with the yarn at the back of the work. And we repeat the same thing. Knit 1, yarn over, slip. Knit 1, yarn over, slip. And here's how we do it with the yarn in the right hand. Knit 1, yarn over, slip. And if you hold yarn in your left hand, you can streamline the yarn over and slip move by placing the yarn on the left needle before you slip the stitch. And this way, the yarn over will be created automatically. See? No matter how you hold the yarn, repeat the sequence until you get to the last stitch. The last stitch is the second selvage. We slip it with the yarn in front of the work. Turn the work. In the second row, we knit the first selvage through the back loop, and then we repeat a sequence of knit 2 stitches together, and that's a stitch and a yarn over, and purl 1 stitch. Knit 2 together, purl 1. Knit 2 together, purl 1. Now let's do it using the English knitting style. Knit 2 together and purl 1. And when you get to the last stitch, slip it with the yarn in front of the work. Row 3 is super easy. Knit the selvage through the back loop, and then knit all stitches to the last stitch. It doesn't get any easier than that, right? Whether you hold yarn in your left hand or your right hand, this row is just plain knitting. And here's the second selvage. We slip it with the yarn in front of the work. The last row of the pattern repeat, row 4, is as easy as the previous row. We knit the first selvage through the back loop, and then we purl all stitches until we get to the second selvage. Here it is. We slip it with yarn in front. That's it. 2 stitches and 4 rows that form this lovely texture that is basically stockinette stitch with a hint of brioche. The stitch is not reversible. Here's how it looks on the wrong side. So it works best for non-reversible projects like hats and sweaters. And of course, there is no law against using patty stitch to make scarves and blankets. It is totally up to you. If you'd like to add this texture to a seamless project, you need to know how to knit the stitch in the round, and those instructions are in the full tutorial. It explains how to knit the stitch back and forth and in the round. It has a chart, and it also gives you a pattern card that you can save or print, and the link to all that information is in the video description.